face-off. It's the Dolphins going up against the Bills.
Thank you, Larry. Winter just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
From the gun on third down, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And he hits his man, Matthews. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And there's Tyrod Taylor doing what he does best. Look, he's taken a few lumps along the way, and some people haven't believed in him, but this is where he excels, outside of the pocket, making plays.
As prolific with his legs as any quarterback in the league?
I would say yes to that.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Let's go!
On second down, Taylor. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the gun, it's Taylor. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin 1st down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Tannehill now to give to Ajayi. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Ajayi probably happy to see Buffalo. Everyone remembers last year in the 2 games against him, he ran for 214 yards and 206 yards.
The 4th most in NFL history against one team in a single season, and the Bills have prided themselves on their run defense.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
So the D-line's going to spread out. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from LSU, Tre'Davious White.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. They find some open field. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. This is Ajayi. And some room to roam now. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jay Ajayi with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Now Andrew Frank's on for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. Steps away. And got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, it's McCoy, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Let's go!
On third down, Taylor forced out to his left. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That good for 19 at a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here we go! What? Black round! Black round!
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Here's Taylor. Steps away to his left. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
On first down, it's Tannehill. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Buffalo after this. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now it's Ajayi. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's brought down. Tannehill to Landry. Good for a Dolphin first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
They run again with Ajayi. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jay Ajayi with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. And
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. He's at the 30, the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy as the first half is winding down, and his guys get the quick strike touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go!
He finds an opening past the 40, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, he appears well on his way to another big game. You remember 2016, partner. He became just the 4th player in NFL history to have 3 200-yard rushing games in a season. 2
of them were back-to-back. Steelers in Week 6, Bills in Week 7. Tannehill on first down. Finding room inside the 40. On the left side, this is Stills. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So the offense has it first and 10. They run with Ajayi. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay Ajayi becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down, here's Taylor. His throw incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground with a J. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Landry that time, and it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Play action, it's Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Now a first down throw, Tannehill over to Landry on the bubble screen. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
To the air again, Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first. Here's Ajayi. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Stills right side. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Back now in Buffalo. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
On the return, this is Denard Robinson. The Bills getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Going deep here for Matthews. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Taylor now off the bootleg. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. So it was 4th down. They go deep to try to pick up the first. They pick up more than that. They pick up a score.
I'm not even sure the analytics guys would think that was a good gamble. Fourth down there, going for it. But they pressed the issue. And not only did they complete the pass downfield, how about the run after catch that ends up culminating in a touchdown? That's a huge play.
Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10. It's Taylor again. Flush to his right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Taylor. Looking downfield for Jones. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Dancing to his left. And no, it's incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the 50, it's Tannehill. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go. One, none. Black round. Black round. Check three. Ohio.
Throwing now is Taylor. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by T.J. Mc. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a handoff looking right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing now, Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, big hit. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. So second and 10 here. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's second and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.